Yeah.
Hey guys, what it do? Welcome to the Outsiders podcast. You're here with your host, aka Outsider YP, and today I am joined with the one, the only.
Pharaii, Dambisa boy.
You know what's popping, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Straight from the lands of the Africa.
Yeah, man, this guy left me, bro. He left me for like weeks on end, bro.
Yeah,
you know, man,
bro.
this is supposed to be my partner in crime. He left
The
me,
mic
bro.
was going cold and sterile.
Bro, he ain't even put me in the luggage, bro. He was supposed to pack me in that luggage, and I was supposed to go back home with him, but nah. You know what I'm saying?
We're supposed to be chasing them lions together,
You
bro.
know what I'm
but,
saying?
right,
After these zebras, bro.
After these zebras, but yeah, boy, the ticket. You know how customs be with black folk, bro.
So do you wanna let the guys know kind of what how your trip went? What happened?
Yeah,
bro?
how my
Catch
trip
us up
went,
to
bro.
speed,
Let's say anyway, the way it started, right? Funny enough, right? When we were flying out, we got to this airport. Which airport? I think we left from Dublin Airport, right? But we got to change in Doha. And when we were changing,
Where the hell is Doha? Bro?
Doha is Saudi Arabia, bro.
Oh
Saudi
dang! You went to
Arabia.
the Saudi Arabia, the
Yeah,
land
around. It's
oil.
it's around Saudi. It's Qatar. It's in Qatar, right?
Oh,
So,
shit,
bro,
okay.
that's like the third best airport in the world. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, shit. But anyways, excuse my language. But yeah, it was crazy. And I actually bumped into these people from Ireland, and they were from Northern Ireland. Like this chick, and then these are the two
Was
guys.
she pang though?
Bruh, she was pang, bro. Your boy had to get the Instagram.
You gotta show me. Like,
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna disclaim any names, but she was fine, bro. And anyway, I was asking her about the scene in her city, and she linked me up, and it was cool. She took some snaps of me and mom and dad, because I was trying to get some video recordage of just the whole trip and stuff. So anyway, land there, change, go land in South Africa, bro. When I stepped off the plane, bro, the heat hit me, bro.
hit you like a motherfucker right there.
Bro, I
Almost
never-
knocked the nigga out.
Oh, trust, bro. And I was there till the mom was like, nah, it's cool. I'll be alright. So I'll be good. And then it hit me like, damn, bro. Haven't had heat like this in a while, bro.
Man wanted to turn back, hop on the plane back.
Yeah, bro. I was accustomed to the cold and the polar bears, bro.
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling you,
saying?
bro. But the difference was the fact that people are very heartwarming when you land. Even just smiles, people smile. That's what mom was saying. She was like, it's different. It's different compared to obviously when you get off the plane and you're you land in Ireland. It's cold. People obviously the weather does something to people.
Man, fucks you up for real. That's
Yeah.
why niggas are so depressed out here.
Yeah,
bro.
bro, people are depressed out here. It's sad, even when we're stepping off the plane coming back here, just smiling, and the people were just like, damn, why you smiling?
Why are you so happy
Why
about?
you so happy?
Can't you
bro?
see we depressed?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so the home greetings were really good to see, and it was just really nice to be welcomed with heartwarming smiles and stuff. And just landing, getting off the plane, and you see a million black people, bro.
It's different.
It's different, bro.
See, a lot of you guys probably don't get this because,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you hear,
Yeah.
but it's a weird. It's not weird anymore because we used
to it, yeah.
But landing here first and just seeing everyone be white is such
Yeah.
a culture shock, bro.
Yeah.
If you guys go home, home, not on these retreats where you fake helping niggas,
Damn straight these charity but not so charity. Go on anyway.
if you actually go there, to go there,
Yeah.
you'll see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
The feeling is different. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is, man, isn't it? Because you stick out here, we stick out like sore thumbs.
Sore tongues, bro.
But
One of us do something, all of us did that.
yeah, exactly, bro. It's
You know what I'm
crazy. It's crazy. And I now I understand how I guess why people, when, let's say, imagine if you're over there, if you're white and you're over there, and then there's not much white people, right? So when you step off that plane, you're like, what the hell?
You will only hang out with the white folks you see. Trust me.
Exactly, you are. But even to them, imagine it's gonna be a shock to them because it's not part of their daily basis to see much other
white folks,
people around. So I guess now that kind of opened my eyes up to the fact that sometimes even when we come here, people look at us out of shock because they're just ignorant. Like, they haven't been
They
exposed
haven't been
to
exposed to
that. They
that a
haven't
lot,
been
you know what I'm
exposed
saying?
to that. So
It's interesting though how, like, you know, just like people in general, like it's a
Yeah.
very interesting thing. I think like that's why like some people like, oh, why do like, I don't know, foreign exchange students come and then just hang out with other foreign exchange students,
Yeah.
or they come and they hang out with like Asians, hang out with other Asians.
Yeah.
It's because of comfortability, bro. You try going to, I don't know, the Philippines or some shit
Yeah.
and live out there, and then you'll end up hanging out with mainly white folks. You know what I'm saying? It just goes like that because you feel more comfortable. You're afraid. It's a little bit of a culture
It's kind
shock.
of pack mentality, because
bro.
it's in our nature. But damn, who's this, bro? Hey, not right now, bro.
Hey, see, we got a little disturbance, a little turbulence.
A little turbulence on the way,
You know what I'm
but
somebody trying to kill the podcast with a phone call. But you know, it's
but
good.
yeah, anyway, that's so true. Like that pack mentality. But it's in human nature to kind of always find something to connect with somebody else.
100%.
You know.
And we do that even with sports. We do that with all type of shit. Like,
all type of
it's
things.
so normal for us to just do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
of course.
I think like globalization is probably gonna change that eventually.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in America now, you see an Asian person, it's just an American. You
Yeah.
see a black dude, he's just an American.
It's just
You
an
see a white guy,
American,
it's just an
bro.
American. They don't even know. Like if you go to someone, they wouldn't assume anyone is Korean or anyone is Japanese. They don't assume none of that.
The sad thing about that is, I wish that they would still have a bit of their culture. You know the way our parents, some people here. Let's say I met this girl, right, and she,
American, bro.
I know, but as in like have that heritage of like, because there's some people here, right? They have like, let's say Nigerian parents, and their parents still speak their language, like our parents still speak their language.
100%.
Sometimes they don't put much effort as our parents did to keep us,
the language, keep the culture.
Exactly.
But I think most, I mean, minus the black people there because you know years and years and whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Minus them, I think most foreigners there do speak the language.
Yeah,
you know
I hope so. That'd be really cool.
I think most of them do because like those places in America, people speak Spanish almost exclusively.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like those, I think it's probably
that's
kept
dope
for the most part. Like
that's cool. Like even with the Latino,
exactly.
Latina
Latinos
culture,
always keep their culture. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's interesting. Bro.
I like that. But yeah,
that kind of makes me want to put a nice segue since we're talking about the Americanos. A nice segue into a little American guy that, you know, kind of known. I don't know. Supposedly he's not known in Europe, even though he's known throughout the world. But this man by the name of Kanye West, you know, I'm talking about. Jesus is king.
Jesus is king, bro. Oh,
you know,
man.
he's converting niggas left, right, and center.
Are you serious,
bro? He did a Sunday service like recently, bro. Over 1,000 people converted.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, bro. Over 1,000 people.
That's kind of
stop believing in.
Do you know
Jesus,
that's
bro.
beautiful in the sense that people have faith,
bro?
Like that's one thing that I find like amazing because I was talking to one of my mans and he's like he was listening to the album and he's really about the faith as well, and he was just like connected to him even more now because he was just like, man, this guy is you know, is staying true and he's came out of that devilish
wave that he was stuck on. Yeah.
So it's great to see that. It's great to see that 100%, you know, because obviously our parents and our grandparents, they were for the faith, you know,
for the power, you know what I'm
exactly
saying? For the faith, bro. And you know what I find super interesting now, like today, not to bring race into it or whatever, but what I find super interesting is that how, I don't want to say white folks, the colonials, right? Would pull up and convert everyone into Christianity. And then black people stick onto Christianity, love Christianity. And now all of a sudden we crazy for loving Christianity. And now science or whatever or some other spirituality is a new thing. So it's like, nigga, see you gonna beat this shit into me.
Exactly.
Right? I'm gonna follow that bit just so you can tell me I'm crazy.
Exactly. That's the thing is because they always but I feel like those people, they always want to kind of feel like they have the say in what's
they want to teach what's next. They always want, and that's why like sometimes it annoys me when people are like, oh man, science, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it annoys me as well, bro.
But actually, you the same motherfuckers that don't hate us and made motherfuckers be Christians.
Yeah,
if I'm gonna be a Christian, if I'm believe this shit, bitch, it's on your family, your lineage. So fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, because they told us our ways of believing in the stuff, the magical
wrong.
stuff that
and
we used to do.
We believed in our shit, and that shit was working. That shit was keeping us safe. We was out here balling. We were spiritually connected.
Exactly.
Now we not, and now you're trying to act as if we should just believe in maths.
Yeah. bro, like the stuff that happens back home, like we've talked about it before, like people know how to talk to their ancestors,
Bro.
and their ancestors protect them, bro. Like I feel like with the way the colonials did it, it's like somehow in the way they cut us from our ancestors, because
they
our
cut the
prayers,
connection, bro. They cut the connection. They cut the cord. And like I know not everybody believes in spirituality and all that shit. Like I'm not even a deep believer in that shit myself.
Yeah.
I'm talking this shit, but like I'm probably more of a science believer and shit, because
Yeah.
I love science. I read science. I check out PBS. I'm all about that shit. Cool. But at the same time, it's about understanding, and I think that's why a lot of people get it twisted. Just because somebody says a certain thing, it's just about perspective and understanding. Nothing to do with blah 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 or whatever, or this nigga like this and that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's all about understanding, bro. Because that's true, bro. Because if you can't understand somebody else's perspective, how can you fully grow? And how can you take all roots of knowledge?
Exactly.
Because like that's the main thing, isn't it? But damn, ain't like with what Kanye is doing, bro. I just feel like with that album, like one thing I'm gonna tell the truth is, obviously it's not one of my favorite albums.
It's not my favorite Kanye album.
Musically, because it's just like he has his core sampling aesthetics in it, where he samples some of the old school tracks and stuff. But I think musically, there could be something more. Like my Dark Twisted Fantasy, that was just
GOAT, man.
Bro,
that
was just crazy.
Different fucking level.
Bro.
Not everybody on that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that was amazing. Like that's the musical content that I like. If he did that and still had the same concept that he's with now, bro. And even the lights of the movies and the whole vision.
Bro. But his music video is fire, though.
It is fire. No, without a doubt. That music video is fire. Looks like the desert sands.
Yeah, with his dad, bro. He fixed his relationship with his dad. How beautiful
he was talking about his dad. I was like, what?
Is that, bro?
I didn't even know he had a dad.
Nobody knew, bro. I swear to God, I've been listening to Kanye for 10 years, bro. I've been a big fan of this man for over 10 years, bro. I ain't never heard him mention his dad. I ain't see a picture of him with his dad. All I know is his mama died. And I thought his parents obviously broke up, all that shit. And I know that he did military. I think he did military or she did military. That's why they lived in Japan or whatever. In China and stuff like that. So I was like shocked when all of a sudden Kanye says my best friend is my dad. I was like, what?
I was like,
wait, what?
Bro, I thought he was talking like in spirit. I thought he was like, he's my dad. Like, I was like, okay, is this like a metaphorical thing?
Next thing, nigga drops a video when his dad is actually in the video. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
And he's like, he said a great quote. He was like, you
about
did
Christ
this as a black man.
Oh no, that one I didn't.
Yeah, he was like, cause he was like, man, look what you did, bro.
Yeah.
As a black man, and he was like, damn, bro, I never appreciated that like that. You know what I'm saying? He never thought about it like that, and that's why like Kanye goes off on tangents, and like if you he's very easy to misinterpret, and it's kind of his own fault. It's very easy to like get what he's taught is incorrectly, but. One thing I realized, maybe you can say, "Oh, you a fanboy," and that's why you're giving them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, not really, but it's just a matter of like perspective. You know what I'm saying? When he says some crazy shit, he always like means it a specific way.
Yeah,
but people just don't get it. When
he
said love Trump, people are like, "Oh, love Trump's things."
No, he meant love him as a human.
Thank you,
bro. So many people misheard that, bro. I was so vexed because he has a reason. People don't just say things to make themselves seem dumb or make themselves like. Bro. Do you know he had a notion for what he was saying?
And the crazy thing about it is, right? If we think about that, the really crazy thing about it is, right? He said this. He said something that nobody wants to even talk about. He said. We've been trying hating people that we don't agree with. We've been trying all that, right? Why don't we try love? Why don't we try that? And he said it. He was like, think about it this way, right? And this is like my perspective from it as well that I got from it. Is like, think about it this way. Okay, let's say he says I hate Trump, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
What's that gonna do? How is that gonna help you? How is that gonna help anybody that Trump is attacking? It's not gonna help nobody. But if he says Trump, I love you.
Yeah.
Talks to Trump. What's happening? What does Kim Kardashian has done more than fucking half of these black, quote unquote, black woke motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian is getting black people out of jail.
Are you serious?
Kim Kardashian is getting minorities out of jail. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes, there's already a few free people. By what? By befriending, quote unquote, the enemy. By befriending Trump. You can do so much more. He's still a human. Yes, you disagree with some of his stances. He's still a human. He still has a conscience. He still has thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And Kim and Kanye are reaching.
It's like they're influencing him.
Bro, they're reaching more, like, they're doing more. Like, and this is why he said he connects more with Trump than he does with Obama. He didn't mean skin-wise, he didn't mean where he came from. He's like, you couldn't go to Obama like that unless you chance the rapper where he already likes you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obama would alienate you if you're against his regime automatically. Trump doesn't give a fuck, bro.
If you're with him or you're not, he will still.
Fuck, do you fuck with me, nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He knows Kanye don't agree with half his shit, but he fucks with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's important. And that's the thing is, if you like, you know, everybody has a friend that they don't agree with 90% of what that shit that motherfucker do, right? Especially boys. We all got that friend that is like, we fuck with that nigga.
Yeah.
We know he cool to us, but at the same time, we know that motherfucker. Hey.
That's why sometimes people like hearing it through somebody else's voice, because they're just gonna be like, exactly. Is you know? There's so many times that's happened. Even I had that situation with my mom's, bro. I was telling her, I was like, this is like this, come on, it's like this. But then she's like, yeah. And then somebody else said it.
The exact same shit.
And then bam, bam, bop. And she was already like, oh yeah.
That makes sense. I don't told you.
Yeah.
But that happens all the time. I think
happens,
when you're
bro.
comfortable with somebody, like it happens between me and this guy.
Yeah.
Like, when you're comfortable with somebody tells you something, you're just like, this guy chatting again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's the thing.
And it is fine. Like, it's
that's
human
why
nature.
people don't listen to their parents sometimes. They're just like, nah.
You rather listen to your homie, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You rather listen to some guy you just met off the street.
Exactly.
I swear to God.
Like, well, he knows.
I don't know him, so he not being biased.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth. Man. That's
Sometimes
crazy.
we need the harsh truth from people that we don't even know. Because
Yeah.
when the harsh truth comes from people that fuck with you or you fuck with, you feel some type of way about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then sometimes you have to that's why it goes back to that sense of like, people aren't saying things just sometimes just to, because I feel like a lot of people feel like people just say stuff to say stuff, but they actually, people have depth and meaning to what they're saying.
100%.
You know, so like even with Kanye or even our parents or even you and I,
even with somebody you don't fuck with, bro.
Exactly.
You know
just listen, because listening, I feel, is one big key that like you can always use information, use that knowledge, you know. That's
you can get something positive or negative from anything. You just gotta, it's all about perspective, man.
Yeah, that's true,
so,
bro.
you know, that's the crazy thing. And then, you know, when we're talking about that, I want to kind of segue to something that like some people find wrong, some people find okay, some people find like whatever, or don't care about. Okay, so what do you guys like? Let's say, quote unquote, let's say my dad, right?
Yeah.
Knock on
Hypothetically,
wood, hypothetically, right? You know,
that's
my
wood
boy
right
actually
on
went
it.
to touch wood. He reached for that shit.
You gotta be safe out in the
Gotta be
black,
safe,
bro.
you know what I'm
But
saying?
go on anyway.
So imagine, let's say, you know, the way I record like 100 of songs, whatever, that I never released.
Yeah.
So some of those, you know, most of those I'm probably never gonna release. Some of them I want to release, blah blah blah.
Bro, I'ma release those, bro. under my own name.
He live a full white piece. Yo, that sound like white piece. Nah, that's me.
That's me, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I used to ghost write for.
But go on, bro.
Oh shit. Yo. That's funny, bro. No, but listen. On the real, right? So, let's say I RIP or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I got like hella songs. I have my album that's like technically incomplete. I have a few other projects technically incomplete, all that shit, right? So is it okay then if, let's say, you know, you, right, and let's say Kester and Rafa and the guys, right,
like their family, like same like
close,
Machiavelli,
all
did
that
to
shit,
Tupac.
right? If they decide to release my music, right?
Yeah.
Because I would like my music to be released personally,
Yeah.
right? This is me, but I understand not every artist wants that, not every type of person, and I think it should go. And I think like people like blanket the argument, but I think it should go on a case by case basis, right? So for example, with me, I would prefer if my shit was released, blah blah. But now obviously some songs I wouldn't like released. Now they should know which songs I don't want to release. They should know what type of beats I like. They should know all that shit. Now, obviously, there's always gonna be stuff that's not how I would do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
of course.
Period. That's just not how I would do it. That's not how, and that's gonna happen. But I'm willing to accept that to a degree.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at somebody like, just say XXX and Lil Peep, they've died and they've released almost more music when they died than when they were alive. Like, it's a ridiculous rate of releasing that's coming out. Now, his mom, X's mom, owns his publishing
His
his
rights.
rights, and there's a reason why he gave it to his mom, right? So people are like, oh, him and his mom never even got along, blah blah blah, all that shit. But like personally, that if you're an X fan, for X fans, that like that was his idol. Like he would do anything to get attention. He started fights and stabbed people just to get our attention. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that, like, to him, that's his world out there.
Yeah.
So for some of his fans to say, oh, blah blah blah, I'm like, okay, look, I get it. It's frustration with fans, right? But we're not family like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that whole circumstance of like artists dying? Like even Mac Miller, for example, who actually, to be fair, has like released no music since he's dead.
That's true.
Which I feel like is more respectful. Give it a bit of time and
then drop it.
And then exploit it, as these studios are going to exploit what they can.
That's true.
So those the hard balance. Even Michael Jackson, when he died immediately
bro,
after,
remember, this is it. The movie, this is it, bro.
What capitalism,
it kind of seemed like it was staged,
bro. That shit was, I don't care, they killed Michael,
bro. That's what I thought. Like,
Michael was about to buy, like, he was about to buy Sony. He was about to buy
a lot of things,
bro. He was about to bro.
And that guy was a nice guy, Sony, bro. That guy was a sweetheart. He would have actually changed all those businesses and actually changed them for the better. That's why I feel like, bro, if he was still
imagine the power he had that he was about to buy that. Think about it. Like, I want to put him in the same thing as Bill Cosby or whatever. Yeah. But imagine, everybody quote unquote knew about Bill Cosby for years, right? Nothing came out until he wanted to buy ABC or some shit like that.
What? Why is that? Are you serious?
Why is that? Why did nothing come out until he wanted to buy power? Whenever black people want to make power moves,
that's
happens,
when
bro.
Something gets.
Bro, this is crazy, and I ain't trying to bring those conspiracy.
Yeah, but that's happened to so many black people, though.
Bro, this is why, like,
like, even
people are still broke out there, bro.
But there's so many people that they always get charged with something. There's always something up when they're trying to get up, That's why I think it's crazy. But yeah, man. For me, think about like what happens when you pass, and then like the music. There obviously has to be some sort of respect to it, but then it depends on what kind of musician you are. Because also, you ever see how some people, like, they're martyrs. Like, let's say Bob Marley. His music now is blown up even more after he's died, because they're like, he was like, fight the power.
He stood for this.
Yeah. So now his message becomes even way stronger, that type of way. Which I was talking to a few other artists about it before, and like we were just having a conversation about that. Some of these artists are ready to die for the cause, they been about it. But I was like, damn though, like been about bro. I was like, though, bro, I wanna, like, if I'm an artist and I have so much music and so much, I know you have to take that, like, that front, but still at the same time, you'd want to be ready and be there to see your fruits flourish.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So even if it was to happen to you, and you were to, like, let's say release, and it was kind of our decision to, like, release your music, I don't know how I would go about it. First, I would want people to respect your message. Yeah. That would be the first thing. And then secondly, I would want it to kind of be timed right, like you were saying, because, like, imagine it now, like
today, tomorrow, EP drops.
EP drops. People are trying to. People then start to think, bro, because then people start to think that the rest of the exploit. Yeah, they're trying to exploit you, it's and like stuff like that.
They murked this nigga so they can start feeding off this nigga.
Man, I'm telling you,
that's how it feels like sometimes.
Bro, I saw the with Pro Era and like Joy Bada and Captain Steez, bro. I don't know why I had a notion, bro, and I saw it. I was like, damn, bro, because that guy was like a genius, and we were watching interviews about it before, and he was just like, he's the one that, like,
people hype about this.
Did they?
Okay, and I'll explain this. I only know this because most of these people, quote unquote fans, became fans of Capital Steez and Joey Badass after Capital Steez died. Yeah. So if you just go like that. Oh yeah. So these theories come out with like no water. So people like, he was gonna be bigger than Joey Badass. Yeah. He was gonna be blah blah blah. This is lies, and not to disrespect him or nothing. He was a very talented dude. Yeah. But he did not have the same sauce that Joey had. Yeah. Joey was a little bit younger, I believe. And Joey was popping off way more than Steez.
But he taught him. Joey Bada says that he learned a lot from him. But obviously Joey still has his own style.
And Steez still learned a lot from Joey.
Joey, yeah.
Again, you have to understand.
It's a two-way street.
This is his best friend. Yeah. Right? It's like me and you.
Yeah, of course we learn.
Let's say you popping more, for example, right? Then I died.
Yeah.
Right, and people go like, "Oh man, he must have murked him so he could blow
No,
up."
but no, that's not gonna
No,
be the
but
way.
you
It's
see-
gonna be the outsiders looking in.
This is the problem. This is where the Joey and Fabulous this thing comes
yeah.
from. And then if you think about it that way, it's like, oh, yeah, like, white P could have been way bigger, blah blah blah, because
Yeah.
this guy's genius, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But they don't know, like what they don't know that I've learned from you, even though you've learned from me as well,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But if somebody interviews you, you're not gonna say, oh, he learned from me.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, yeah, I learned a lot from him. That's my
Yeah.
brother, blah blah blah, R.I.P. All that shit,
Yeah.
right? So.
Of course, that's
then
gonna how it's.
so it seemed that way.
Yeah.
But Joey was already, bro. He already had hot songs. He was
Yeah.
already getting hella plays. He
Yeah.
dropped one of the best mixtapes of all time.
Yeah,
Steve's never dropped the hottest mixtape of all time.
that's true.
No disrespect.
That's
1999 is an
1999 is dope, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
dope.
Steve's did have great potential.
have great
I'm pretty
potential.
sure he would have been successful, an underground king, an
Yeah.
underground hero. I know he was
Yeah.
gonna be an underground. He was one of those people that was gonna have a cult following.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say like an X, but like on that area.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But for people to act as if he was
We're all
eclipsing
speaking of shoulda.
Joey.
We're kind of speaking of shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Exactly, which is crazy because when they were both alive, Joey was still getting more sauce and still getting more attention and still popping off more. So it makes no sense. Now, fair enough if he was popping, you know what I'm saying?
And he was then
He died and then Joey did this. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Then
come
it would
on,
kind
bro.
of be like he was kind of out of spite, bro, or something like that.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's just those interviews, bro. I don't know. It just made me seem. It just made me question him. But obviously, I'm an outsider looking in. I'll never know that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Because he
it's
committed
crazy.
suicide too.
Yeah,
so
he
there's
did, bro.
So how
I
can
forgot.
they plan it? You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I know. It's just these people falling off of cliffs. I always
Like
I'm like
what's happening in Hong Kong.
yeah,
right now,
bro.
yeah.
Those are things that I always I'm like, damn. But the thing is,
He
it's
was
not like
always
the
like that.
African. It's not like the African. You know, back home, bro. Someone will play you like a puppet, but they work some magic shit that you be like, what the hell? But they murked him, bro. Like that's what makes me afraid of like the original magic that happens back there, bro. Fuck, bro. Hey, and people back there will sauce you for your game, bro.
Bro, you gonna wake up crazy tomorrow, bro.
You
Start
wake
throwing all your money, walking around with underwear, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Swear to God, bro. Doctors here outside will say, "Oh, he must have been stressed." This nigga was just piping chicks daily, bro. Chilling, bro.
Exactly.
Living their life. Some motherfucker, someone got in spite of him.
Bro.
And this motherfucker wasn't prepped up with zone dark defenses.
Yeah.
So then he got fucked up, choke slammed. Boom. And now he out here crazy. Out here they'll just say
Exactly,
he's stressed.
bro,
He's schizophrenic. And that's why they
Exactly, bro.
You notice out here, no matter what, if you do anything out of the box, they try to label you crazy.
always
First thing
schizophrenic.
Kanye, bro.
Live
crazy.
quick. Then they started feeding
Feed
him those
opioid.
meds, bro. Those opioids,
fuck him
bro.
up.
Oh,
crazy. That's what they think, bro. But
bro.
name a genius that way.
That's
wasn't
not crazy, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm
nah.
saying? You know, motherfucking Einstein was trying to finesse his cousin, bro. Like,
Are you
Einstein
serious?
was kind of crazy too,
Are
bro.
you
Like,
serious?
niggas want to forget
Man,
that.
man,
Niggas want
what
to
these
forget
people
that. Steve
finesse?
Jobs was crazy. That's my favorite nigga.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs was crazy. Fucking talking about.
Yeah, bro.
You know
There's
what
a lot
I'm
of
saying?
even Van Gogh, the guy he
Bro,
chopped his ear off.
crazy.
Bro. Nigga chopped his
You
ear
know what I'm
off,
saying? You not gonna tell me Da Vinci was not crazy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me. You're not even gonna try to fool me that motherfucking
Yeah.
Shakespeare was not crazy.
bro. Yeah,
Come
man.
on, all these guys are fucking crazy, bro.
Definitely,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? But it's not the crazy that you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, it's
put him in a mental asylum.
exactly.
But
It's
that's
not
what-
the serial killer
bro,
crazy. It's the more like conscious kind of
They
free
think at a
spirit.
different wavelength, bro.
Yeah.
They take it a different wavelength.
Yeah, it's
know what I'm
mad. It's mad, bro. It's mad. I like people like because they challenge the game, bro. That's how this
Challenge the
game
game, bro.
game changes and stuff like that. But dude, back on that Hong Kong, like please tell people about what's happening there.
So
Because
this is
bro,
crazy, bro. 'cause
I was out of the loop myself.
I got like one of my closest friends is down there, bro. Like in you know I won't say the trenches, but he's like down there in
trenches.
ground zero. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's
bro.
in ground zero. So like I be talking to him weekly, making sure he's good. Like I've been like begging him to come back out here. This side, cause shit is getting crazy. There was
Yeah.
literally hundreds of students locked up at the university, and the police was supposed to let motherfuckers out, right? And like, cause you know they run out of water, run out of food, all type of shit. Like other protesters had to like form a super long line to pass water or pass food past medical aid. Bro, police was stopping firemen and like fucking first aid and shit from getting in and shooting them with rubber bullets, all type of crazy shit.
What?
And like literally they were like, look, if you guys want to come out, you gotta surrender, blah blah blah. And then it's like the shit is getting crazy. The university is on fire. People are getting injured. Bricks are being thrown. A policeman got shot with a bow and arrow.
What?
And these like
A bow
I saw the guy
arrow,
in the leg,
bro.
boy. Pew. Bro, I saw the guy, bro, and like it's like okay, so and that was done by the protesters or the quote unquote rioters.
Yeah.
But why that happened in the first place is they put police barricaded them in. They were acting as if nobody was there to barricade them. This is bullshit. Like there's literally pictures from like the news and shit. You can see like there's a bunch of reporters there inside trapped with the motherfuckers, like literally being like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like literally. Seeing like the police are all guard up, and then when they were like at around late, it was like late mid maybe 2-3 a.m. I was up because I was talking to my boy in the trenches there about it, and I remember like so what happened was like the people were trying to escape, right, and the police were supposed to just let them leave because that's gonna stop the whole siege in the university. Bro, these guys started hitting them with tear gases, shooting them with rubber bullets, left, right, and center, hosing them down and shit, pushing them back and trying to arrest them. Imagine, I was like, it's like what? So and then the news then were reporting like how you gonna try to you're not trying to defuse the situation at all. You guys just want to arrest motherfuckers.
But that's bro. The Chinese people are so conservative. They're like so like they're not as in like what is it? What's that? Is it liberal to be kind of like out and
they're
social?
Not democratic.
They're not democratic.
Yeah.
They're more kind of like they'll try to make the people control them instead of
it's like
what's the word for that when you don't
like motherfucking Hitler and shit.
That bro.
They're
and all the Russian guy, what's it, Stalin and all them guys,
shit.
bro.
Dictatorship.
It's got a lot of dictatorship there, bro.
Because a lot of people don't know what happened. So what happened was the Hong Kong leader, this stupid motherfucker Lam, right? Obviously she's being controlled by the fucking Chinese government or something.
Yeah.
But she was saying that they wanted to bring in a new bill that basically makes Hong Kong run by quote unquote by Beijing essentially. So that means currently if somebody does a crime in Hong Kong, they're dealt with by Hong Kong.
Are you serious?
Yes, because Hong Kong is like a semi-independent country, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Northern Ireland situation.
Oh, yeah. Someone was telling me about that as well.
So what happens is, okay, they get dealt with in Hong Kong, etc., etc., etc. Now, the problem, I think I also have a Chinese friend, and he stated something interesting, but I don't want to say whether that's true or not true or whatever. Yeah. But basically, a Hong Kong guy did some crime or killed somebody outside of Hong Kong, got back to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong police didn't fuck all about it. And then I suppose this gave Beijing a good excuse to say, oh, you guys clearly aren't policing your people well enough. We should be able to deal. So what that means is they can arrest anybody. First of all, if you talk shit against China, they just pull up, arrest you, send you back to Beijing, and execute your ass. But just like Epstein, you commit suicide.
What? That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So that type of shit. So Hong Kong was like, what the fuck? No way, we not going to that type of regime. Fuck all that.
Bruh, imagine, you know the way the Chinese are, like, have a lot of money and they're trying to invest in, like, African...
Bro, they run in Africa, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, if they better not bring that over there, bro.
They run in Africa, bro.
They better not, bro.
I don't think they can. They just want the, like,
but imagine
the workforce.
Of course, but imagine then, right, if they came over to us as well, and like, oh, you guys aren't policing we'll give you, and you know how some people sell out, bro.
I swear, but it's also true that we really ain't policing ourselves.
Yeah.
Africa probably needs a dictatorship, but I'm playing. Nah, of course not. We've been having dictators. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem, bro. Look at the Mugabes and all these, bro. Man, that guy, bro. Hey, that guy, bro. That guy. No.
Yo, you don't even know we had Mobutu. Like, that nigga slaughtered like 2 million of my people. Bro.
Are you serious?
Bro, fuck America for that. Fuck the FBI for that, because they assassinated Patrice Lumumba, who was a good guy for us, who was fighting for our rights, was looking at the Belgian government like, y'all fucked up by enslaving us and ruining us. You gonna help fix this shit. They forced, bro. He was having the Belgian parliament forcing their hand to do some shit. He had them forced. America was like, oh shit, hold up now, but we want some of that copper.
Oh,
We need a lot of that copper. Oh, you got diamond too. Ooh, and you got gold.
Gold,
Oh, shit.
bro. That's
You
the
got
triple
all
threat,
that.
bro.
And, bro, like 70% of the world's copper is taken from Congo. Bro, 70% of the
What?
world's copper. You know what copper is used for? Electricity, electrical cords, all that type of shit.
Electrical
That's
cord.
money. So what they do to assassinate my guy Lumumba, boy, kill that boy, and then put a dictator in charge who slaughtered 2 million people, and then
What?
act as if they the peaceful people, because everybody needs freedom except from America.
Oh man!
If you have oil,
America's been doing that to.
Do you need some freedom? Bro.
Man, they've been doing that to
they
gang
slick
people,
with it because
bro.
they're like, oh, we ain't never colonized no country.
Yeah.
We ain't never do that to no
But you know,
people.
the thing is that
Fuck you
country's
niggas,
been the country that built America were colonizers, because it was
Yeah.
Americans were there. They were conquerors. English.
They were the ones.
And the and the
Some of the
Spanish,
French and some of the
Spanish
Spanish,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah, they were there.
But it's
and
mainly Spanish and
yeah.
English people.
exactly Spanish and English, and those monks.
And then by the time the Irish came through, man, they was treated like
Hey.
shit too, bro. Yeah,
Hey.
but so it's crazy, bro.
And even Portuguese, bro.
Oh my
Portuguese,
days, another
Portuguese.
one, man. They took Angola, bro.
Bro, they
fucked
took,
us.
bro. Then
Bro,
Brazilians,
They fucked up. So Angola fucked up my mama's side, and then Belgium fucked up my daddy's side, bro.
Ish.
So we just been
We just
both
been,
sides, bro.
yeah, bro. Hey.
Rape, bro. That's what that shit.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. That now China's looking to be next, bro, on the table, bro. And
China
that,
coming too strong. And
Yeah, bro.
they've been hella bitter since Japan fucked them up, man.
serious,
Cause Japan fucked them up.
serious,
Bro, Japan was one of the worst motherfucking. These motherfuckers were probably more brutal than most places.
Are you
with like?
what?
It's because Japan today is so peaceful and so nice and so friendly.
Yeah.
But old Imperial Japan, bro.
Are you serious? They used to be
Bro.
crazy,
bro?
like hardcore,
bro. And like, not to say this was low key a good thing or whatever,
Yeah.
but if it wasn't for the whole America bombing them with motherfucking.
Oh yeah,
nuclear,
that Hiroshima.
bro, cause they was on the side of like motherfucking Hitler and shit. They was
Are you
cool with that
serious?
nigga. Like
They were cool
bro,
with
They were
Hitler.
about to do some crazy shit, bro. They was about to do some crazy shit. So America faked a few shit to get involved in the war and then like attack Japan. But Japan at the time was not the nice Japan we know today, and like they changed hella fast.
Are you
And hella
serious?
great, but they was not the Japan we
Bro,
know
that's because
today.
they knew that the
Bro,
amount
the
of people.
government gave up, man. The government was like, whoa.
Look at how many people that their people died, bro. That will show you that if somebody kills so many of your people, bro, how you'll be quick.
conscious grows.
Yeah,
But
bro.
it's a shame that it took that.
Amount of people to wake
You know
people
what I'm
up.
saying? And you
That's
know,
a shame, bro, yeah.
Like it's also changed Japanese history to the positive, nice,
Yeah.
beautiful Japan we all love today.
Yeah.
And obviously they still got the problems. People are way overworked. Actually, that's like a whole Asian
Yeah,
thing.
bro, and even
people are way
even
overworked.
with
Motherfuckers dying out here from working too much. Man.
yeah, bro, and even inside there, I've seen some of them die alone in those in
Bro,
those apartments.
People are depressed,
Yeah.
bro. People are lonely. They're
Yeah,
not
they're
having
lonely.
enough kids. Bro, Japan has to have sex ads, bro. So
you
when
see-
people see that joke about, oh, a parent walks in and the Japanese kid is watching, I don't know, some other shit,
Yeah.
but then turns out to porn. Because, like, what's happening in Japan is, like, people are not having enough babies, bro. People
Are you serious?
People prefer to have cats, prefer to have dogs, prefer to just mingle, prefer to have one kid. People, bro, they're encouraging people to have, bro, there's so much benefits in Japan for having kids, bro, because they trying to just make sure, bro,
More
they're trying to
people.
make sure
Bro,
Japan
let's fly
survives.
there, bro, and you know we could bring our
Repopulate.
we could be the new chief.
25 kids each.
I'm telling you, bro.
But no,
like-
for real, they really trying like,
Hey.
cause bro, they running out of young people, bro.
what?
And if you run out of young people, you
Yeah,
run
exactly.
Out of the future, bro.
You do. You actually do, bro. Because it's like same as in some people that leave here. Young people leave to fly to different countries to look for opportunities. They gone. And then what's
Those
gonna
kids
happen to
are
the
now
economy?
wherever the country they're at is. That's where they're
Yeah.
gonna be, quote unquote, from. It's different, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's different, and it's crazy because like people that live in a country or from a country don't appreciate the country quite as much as people that felt deprived of that country. That's why you see so many Americans claim Irish more than Irish people claim
Yeah.
Irish. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're so much more passionate about the language, about the culture than Irish people are. Because we're here. And, like, one of my regrets is, now that I'm older, is not having learned in the Irish language.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
me too.
When you're a kid, though, it's like, man, follow that.
Yeah,
Even
he's
Irish
like,
kids are like,
nah.
follow that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So the culture's like,
why
man,
do you even need it? Like?
Nobody even speaks Irish, bro. What are we doing? It's such a waste. It's only what?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry, but I just but sorry, I'm not even gonna use this. But what is this? No, like,
What is it?
But
sorry, boy, everyone speaks English.
You know what I mean? But now I wish, like I have the same mentality.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That I would learn, bro. I would learn Irish, bro.
Yeah, bro. You would actually keep it alive, bro.
Bro, I would learn that shit, bro. I'd learn French. I'd learn languages, bro.
Learning languages.
Because it sucks ass in school for they don't know how to fuck to teach
They
you
teach
that
it,
shit,
bro. They don't know how to teach it, bro. Like, man, you know.
Imagine motherfuckers be learning Irish since they were like fucking 3. All the way to the motherfucking 20, and motherfuckers still can't speak a lick. Then you see somebody from France pull up here and they can speak and hold English language with you.
Yeah.
That shit make no goddamn sense.
Yeah, bro.
How can they learn English in 10 years and us not learn Irish in 20?
That's true, bro. And we right here, we've got the chance to speak it. We got the chance to actually...
all that shit, bro.
It's mad, like.
You know what I'm saying? It's
mad.
crazy, bro.
But, and then think, like, imagine if we learned all those languages and we pass it on to the next, like, the next generation.
It keeps that going. And it's more importantly, it's passing the love for it. You know, teachers make that bitch so... I don't even blame teachers. The curriculum and the system makes it so unbearable, bro.
Yeah, bro. So
like,
boring,
want to
bro.
learn this bit, bro. Like,
why can't they, like... They could tell
jazz
cool...
it up,
jazz it up. Tell the cool
Irish,
stories.
Bro, Irish... And, bro, the Irish language is so beautiful, bro. The Irish culture is so beautiful. There's so much to learn. And motherfuckers just not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Make that bit, like, interactive, bro.
You can,
instead of just giving motherfuckers just lazy ass homeworks. Like, teach motherfuckers how to speak it. Like, first of all, speaking should be a part of it from primary school. Motherfuckers should have a whole class where they just speak Irish. I think as Gaeltacht, do you know Gaeltacht schools?
Gaeltacht schools.
I think Gaeltacht schools should be a mandatory in every school to a certain degree.
Yeah,
I think that shit should be mandatory to keep that language alive, to keep the culture alive. I think everywhere should have like a Gaeltacht month, a Gaeltacht week, a Gaeltacht something.
Yeah, but a Gaeltacht...
from 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. every morning, or the first 2 hours of school, it's all as Gaeltacht. All as Gaeltacht, right? Everything as Gaeltacht. Maths as Gaeltacht. French as Gaeltacht. Geography as Gaeltacht. Not just because if you just deprive it to Irish as just one subject, and then every other subject is in English, why should I care about that language?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Think how the England are running the world, bro.
I tell you, like,
England are running the world, bro.
And the crazier thing is, I think that like they could. Because English, you go outside, everybody's going to speak English.
Yeah.
Irish, not everybody's going to speak Irish. So you could actually even make it that school is mandatory as Gaeltacht. And you're learning English as a subject. Yeah. Because people are going to come out knowing English regardless. They go home, everybody's speaking English.
Everyone's
speaking. They go there, everybody's speaking English. You go to a shop, everyone's speaking English anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I went to as Gaeltacht. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, me too, bro. But hey, there's still time for us yet.
Still time, bro. But right now, man, I'm trying to blow up first, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't got the brain capacity to be learning a language, man. I want to learn Japanese. I want to learn French. I want to do so much. Yeah. But right now, I'm trying to blow first. I'm make this money. Let me make this money. Then I'm gonna give myself time.
One language though that I have that is like a mandatory for me right now is just speaking my own native language. Just having, because we are lucky enough to be at home with our parents. Yeah. So just keeping that in a day-to-day basis. At least we're lucky enough to come home every day
and be able to speak that.
Yeah. We're so lucky because
I don't think I'll ever be able to forget it anymore. Like, I think it's like so engraved.
It's so ingrained. Yeah, that's so true. I think I'm the same with it as well.
But I always wonder though how weird, or when, at what stage did my brain decided to start thinking in English?
Yeah, bro, that's the crazy thing. Because like with your thoughts, like imagine if your thoughts were in a different language. For me right now, since I'm so like mechanicalized to think in a certain way right now, I can't think out of that. But imagine if you could, bro. Like, I always just think, I'm like, whoa, that'd be so cool.
You know, there's
bro.
some people that speak tons of languages. They can only do, like, let's say biology in Germany. They can only do maths in like English. They can only do this in like French. Yeah, because that's how they you know, the brain just paradigmizes because it speaks so many languages. But Jew linguists, I always wonder, but when? Like, what stage did? Because imagine you always thinking in, let's say, for example, English, and then all of a sudden you start thinking in French only. Like, doesn't that sound weird? Like, how does that? When does that your brain?
When does it switch?
Is it halfway at some point? I can't remember it being halfway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when did your brain just decide, okay, we only think in English now?
Bro, it's just that kind of being on it day to day, bro.
Right? And it probably happens so minutely you only notice that one word here is now in English.
Yeah.
You now think please in English instead of, whatever it is in your language. And then boom, 2 words, 3, 7, 100, 2000, all of it.
Now it's all of it, bro. It's just, but think then if you're thinking then in that kind of sense, bro. That's why I was, remember the back in the day when we were in Cork and he used to show me all the stuff about like conspiracy theories and bro. I used to go crazy about those.
Yeah, I hate
after
those
that,
so
I was
much,
just
bro.
like, damn. I was like, man. One thing, if people are smart out here, bro, they will know how to first control your mind with their systems of doing things. And once they do that, bro, you're gone, bro.
Because you think that's the only way, you think that's the right way, and that's why like so many other things get a bad rap because everybody's so conditioned to believe whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, some shit, fuck believing some shit. Some shit is just fucked up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Some shit is just fucked up.
It is fucked up. Do you know? But one thing that I hate is the scare factor. Like, how Africa sometimes is painted as, like, there's places that are rough, bro, but on TV, bro, they make our countries look extra rough,
bro. They show you there's a great picture where it shows you the worst parts of America look like the worst parts of Africa.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But you don't know, you condition, and like they did a test and shit. Everybody thought that the jacked up places was Africa. Then they looked at you. That's America, bro. But they hide that bitch so well.
They hide it so well.
They slap all the black and the minorities and the Asians and the blah blah blahs in those areas and let them die out there. And then they put all, man.
It's mad, bro. I'm tired of that. I've been talking to people and they're like, I was like, oh yeah, I was at home. They were like, bro, isn't it dangerous though? I'm like, bro, I'm still here, bro. Like, it is dangerous. Same as in, let's say if you were to go to Compton wearing all red. And
bro,
like,
you can get shot.
Exactly, bro.
What if you die? Right?
Exactly. It's like the same in a lot of places. You don't enter a situation looking like one of them, like trying to get yourself in a sticky situation. Like, that's why I guess we're lucky enough when we go home, we know the do's and not to do's. You know, we know we're not going to be going out because people are starving out there, bro. They will rob you and try and make money out because they're trying to feed their family, bro. So that if I was
condition, bro. Like,
exactly.
The thing is, if you're not. It's very easy to say, oh, look at them committing crime. Live there, bro. You be food hungry.
Bro.
And you have no choice. And then your brother's hungry, your little sister's hungry, your mama's hungry, your girlfriend hungry, your friends are hungry. Try to be in that situation. Tell me you ain't gonna go out in there and rob a motherfucking shop.
Yeah, bro.
Tell me you ain't gonna go out there and stab somebody for that piece of bread.
Bro, I was hungry lunch times before in school, bro, and I had no money, but I still robbed. I got some little donuts, bro.
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you. See that, and that was
Survive,
young. You learn, and it's even like that's me at my younger days when I used to do some.
And imagine if he was forced into that situation all the time.
Yeah, imagine it. But that's lunch times and that's school days when I have no guap. Like, but like think for weeks, some people don't have guap. Weeks
and
they're just living off water, like
and all day, all night, every day.
Yo,
bro, trust me, you gonna be a motherfucking violent ass crazy motherfucker that society's gonna shun. Put you in a good ass condition, a good ass place. It's gonna take you a minute to climb, to acclimate into a new situation. But if your situation was all as lit, bro, trust me, bro, the only thing you be doing is drugs.
Yeah, bro.
And think about it, motherfuckers get like crack. Crack is the same shit as motherfucking coke, right?
Yeah.
They call it crack in the streets. You get like 10 plus years for that shit.
Yeah.
Rich motherfuckers do cocaine. The same motherfucker.
Yeah.
And get 1 year for it.
What?
Or nothing.
Yo.
Same drug.
And they be
only the black version or the poor version. I don't even want to say black version. Because the Asian culture, all them people, all the broke versions of that shit get you more time in jail than the rich versions of the same shit.
That's so true. And those rich people can bail themselves out, pay money, and easy stuff. But you know what?
Less time, less charge, less problems. For the same crime.
And it's sad because even if you hear in the songs, like most of the black community are talking about crack, and there are the ones that are hooked on crack because the way the system is made, bro, it's good. Like those black people that are in those neighborhoods, corner shop, liquor store, gun shop next to the next place, and then next thing you've got drug dealers as well. It's a recipe for
disaster, bro.
Exactly.
It's a recipe, and it's been already proven scientifically, essentially, that like it's poor areas have more crimes. Fact. It's not about
100%.
race. It's not about nothing. It's all about, if you put all the black people there, of course black people are gonna have to do more crimes. If you put all the white people there, of course white people are gonna have more crime. Put all the Asian people there, of course more Asian people are gonna have. Like this is just numbers, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just don't get it. So they're like, black people are criminals.
Yeah,
Asian
bro.
people are criminals. Motherfucking Mexicans are criminals. Shut the
Exactly,
fuck up.
bro.
Live out there, bro.
Exactly.
I would love somebody would just switch up the world backwards to 2 seconds.
Yeah, bro.
Let
People would
motherfuckers
see, bro.
experience.
Like, see how Mexicans are being treated, and then people think that white privilege. There's people
exists,
jumping
bro.
over the borders to try get jobs, measly jobs as gardeners and all these.
Bro,
You always see in
jobs
movies
your
Mexicans.
motherfuckers didn't even want.
Yeah.
You'll say, "Oh, Mexicans take over jobs." What were you doing when they were taking your job?
Yeah,
What weren't you trying to get that job?
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You don't want that job. So what the fuck you talking about? Like
Exactly,
so
bro. That's why I
people
don't
just
get
like to complain, bro.
Yeah.
People just like to complain.
And that's why I don't like when people are foreigners, bro. These foreigners, bro.
We're all foreigners at some point, baby.
Yeah, that's so
Don't
true.
get it twisted. Y'all
That's
came from
so-
somewhere,
Exactly. It's like the Irish going to England,
bro.
and it's like the England pretty much going out to other countries trying to take a piece of
You
every
know,
land.
It's crazy. It's crazy,
nuts.
man.
It's
Guys,
nuts. But
man,
yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? We got way deep. We got way more political.
we
than
got
usual.
we got
Fuck
deep.
all that. You know what I'm
We
talking
got
about?
deep as
We got deep, bro. I hope you guys understood. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We
yeah,
just having
just a conversation, man.
Hey, what do you? If you don't like what we talk about, leave a dislike. We don't mind.
Yeah.
If you like what we're talking about, leave a like. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you just like discussions, like we're okay if you disagree with any of our points, all of our points,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. We prefer discussion over just stupid whatever. Oh, I
Yeah.
hate you because whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
okay if you disagree with it. Comment down below your thoughts on any of these situations. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have something that's different, it's okay. We can discuss about it in the comment section. We can argue. We can bicker.
Yeah, we can
No
talk
to
about
violence, all that shit. Stay
Yeah.
peaceful. Stay wavy.
Stay wavy. Peace out.
You know what I'm
from
saying?
your
It's
boys.
been Outside of YPN.
Pharaii, Dambisa, boy.
And this is the Outsiders Podcast. Beach.
Peace out.
Subscribe.